soon to get going as well. Right on cue, in fact, this...
Yes, the women's long jump championship record 7:05. That's a very good championship record indeed, held by Daria Klashina from 2011. Nobody has a personal best over 7 meters this year, but Hilary Kapacha did improve to 6:81 in qualifying. That was a massive improvement of around 20 centimeters for the Frenchwoman, which saw Yanis David, the defending champion, crash out. She couldn't muster a jump over 6 meters. Only 2 women in rather a strange qualifying competition actually went over the automatic qualifying distance of 6:40, the other one being Merle Homier of Germany. So I think there's medals up for grabs. And Kapacha, that was really a jump from nowhere this in the qualifying competition. Everybody otherwise on careers and distances pretty evenly matched. Only needed 6:06 to get through to the final. It was just one of those days when nothing really sparked into life, with the exception of Kapacha. As we look at Petra Beata Farkas, the first woman to jump in this final. So a good start for Farkas. Gets the white flag. Straightforward hang technique. Nothing too sophisticated, but it is effective. She gets 6:35. Nice jump for Farkas. She was 4th in the European under-20s 2 years ago in Grosseto. That was a competition this woman, Gadasevic of Serbia, won. Miliška Gadasevic gets a red flag, fouls. Gadasevic 2 years ago jumped 6:46 to win the European under-20 crown. Something like that on this occasion might well see her onto the podium. Kaiser Karlen, it's best of 6:45. The red flag for Karlen. Goes back to the sidelines, gets a little bit of coaching input. Karlen 3rd in that competition in Grosseto, so we've got quite a number of the top finishers from the European Under-20 Championships 2 years ago. Once again battling for the medals here. Chiara Proverbio. Quick into the board, hang technique again, but gets another red flag. So after Farkas' successful first jump, the very first jump of the competition, had just been reeling off fouls. So the jumper from the Basque Country, Arati Michelena. Not one of the stronger jumpers in this competition, but has improved to 6:35 this year, the Spaniard. Michelena at US University. Ah, nice jump there from Michelena. Jumped her best on home soil up in San Sebastian in the Basque Country just a short while ago, just a few weeks ago. Won the Spanish Under-23 Championships in Tarragona. So Alice Hopkins now, 6:51 for the Briton. Her personal best coming at the England Under-23 Championships in Bedford 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's the second year in a row that she won the age group title in Bedford with a lifetime best.
Spot on the board. Michelena started with 6:25. And around that same distance, I think, for Hopkins. Possibly a bit less.
Talented heptathlete. Great Britain's Holly Mills has also jumped 6:51 this year, and she actually goes in the heptathlon at the under-20s in Boros, whereas Hopkins focusing individually on her best event, the long jump.
Yes, and 6:12 to get Hopkins started, a windy 6:12. Now, Taika Kolati, the Finn. Number 3 on the European Under-23 rankings.
Faced a real battle to qualify. There was a slight mark in the plasticine. There was a bit of slight demonstrations with the officials to check it. Always agonising, and that one is way over, unfortunately. But she had something like 6 meters and 3 in what you described as a poor qualifying competition, which I think was fair. 6:64 is her best, and she managed to get something out with the last effort in long jump qualifying.
Yeah, she never liked to be critical on those sort of situations, but I genuinely don't know why the jumping was so poor, because Carpaccia, of course, jumped 6:81, and to have 6:06 just be sufficient to get through. But it's already looking as though this is going to be a much better competition as we look at Jessica Barreira, Portuguese jumper. 6:44 Barreira's mark. She gets the white flag. Still had some margin on the board. Competed at the European Games where she was throwing the javelin, so she's a talented heptathlete herself. Another US-based athlete. Now look at Merle Homier. Well, legal best of 6:45, but she did go out to 6:52, wind assisted in qualifying to secure her place in the final. And that's a good jump. Yes, gets the white flag as well. Confirmation that it's a good jump. Well, confirmation that it's a legal jump. .640, so just 5 centimetres short of her personal best, although it's a 2.6 metres per wind. So it won't be a legal mark. You don't take wind assistance into consideration in the competition itself. Now Sarah Lukic. Well, Lukic, the weakest jumper in this final, might consider herself a little bit lucky. She did get through with just 6:06, but it means there's 2 Serbian jumpers following the footsteps of the great Ivana Spanovic. .604 for Sarah Lukic. Capacha now. Well, she was the sensation of qualifying, adding 20 centimetres onto her personal best. A massive jump of 681. What can she do here? Oh, good jump again from Capacha. Fast on the run up. Pitch kick. Slightly verges out to the right-hand side of the run up. There's not much to spare on the board there. Well, I think it was a good jump. 673. Well, Capacha has really brought her best form to this competition. I mean, that's further than she'd ever jumped before she arrived in Yevla as well. Now, Hannah Mordens, the bronze medalist in the heptathlon, and a very good long jumper in her own right. Made the final of this competition 2 years ago as well. More to spare on the board. Gets the white flag. Just a bit over 6 meters. Plenty more to come from Mordens. So that completes the first round of the women's long jump, with Hilary Capacha leading the way